Hi, you guys. So I think I seen this yesterday, and it reminded me of this open vision that I had when the first passenger plane. There was the first incident with the. I think there was an engine part that came and hit the window out up top. The open vision was the second video you see here up top. And initially, I was thinking it was a porter because I seen it while I was driving in the sky. But like I said, the top photo or video is from a news clip. It showed how the window was broken out of this particular plane, and this was the first of many incidents. The third video was an update to the passenger planes. I guess the FAA initially grounded all 737s, 787s, no, 737s, maybe 787s. I think it was 737s initially. And also, I think in that update, I talked about the lady who was driving, who was flying that plane up top. And she was a Christian. And I think on the anniversary, she was on a Tamara Hall show, and she talked about her faith and so on and so forth, and how she was able to safely land that plane. Okay, it just was an incredible story. All right. And then the fourth video down was I had another open vision, and the Lord was showing me. I think it was an open vision. Usually, if I pick vision, it's an open vision, and I don't want to go through all these videos. I started to, but about continuing or another issue with the planes, the passenger planes, and I specifically was led to it's a Southwest plane. So we all know what happened with that. And then the last vision here was of a helicopter warning and military. Since that vision, there was a exercise with the Black Hawks, and I forget where it was, but there was a exercise that went wrong, a military exercise with a Black Hawk, and I think the plane crashed, or the helicopter crashed, and that was the first one. Now this one from Dabu, I'll click on that last vision in a minute, okay? There is a dragonfly there, and because that's what I saw, but I was perceiving helicopter, and helicopters are, well, dragonflies are known for flying like over water, and there were some other attributes that were kind of like similar. So anyway, I explained it in that video, but let me click on Dabu's video.
This is Dabu7. We have word today that an FBI investigation has been launched into an incident that took place over Virginia. They're saying that on Monday it was reported that a shot rang out and hit an Air Force helicopter. One member of that crew was injured. They're saying that this was the UH-1N Huey helicopter. This is assigned to Joint Base Andrews just outside of D.C. It was conducting a routine training flight roughly 1,000 feet above the ground before it was forced to make an emergency landing at an airport near Manassas, Virginia. They're saying one bullet struck it. Apparently, that must have ricocheted or some of the debris injured an individual on board. So, they're saying the FBI dispatched special agents and its evidence response team to the airport to look into this further. So, as of right now, that's where it sits. We know that an Air Force helicopter was shot hit at least one time from the ground. Not sure if we're going to find anything else out of this, but that is the scoop on it. Make sure to join me over on D Live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 p.m.
Ken Roberts did a video, okay, this morning, and he talked about how the Lord told him to pray and some of the things that he felt the Lord was telling him was that our military was in danger and that we're kind of surrounded by, there may be some invisible enemies surrounding us. And it reminded me of these visions. Okay, you guys. I'm gonna leave his video below. In the first 5 minutes of his video, he's talking about it, and I had actually forgot about that Black Hawk training exercise incident. But I believe it's here in this.
In two
Believe
different
it's here in
areas
this.
of the room. This was April 18th.
And that's what I
was
saw. Let's see, a year
a
ago, April
Thursday.
18th.
And I saw this shape here. And for whatever reason, I was thinking dragonfly. Okay?
Let's see if I... Okay. Yeah, because 767. So these are the updates of when these things happened or something, okay? Helicopters, when I got this vision about the helicopter warning, I was reminded that there was also just military 767. It was a warning about the 767s, and I think on 418 was the Black Hawk, okay, incident.
there's a story that comes
And
out.
this is the original. This is one of the originals, okay, 737s, 787, and 767 military vehicle warnings. Something's going on. There's a lot going on. So let's continue to pray and continue to pray for those who are in the military. Both my baby brothers have been in the military, and one is active. Okay. And I'm pretty sure some of you guys have family in the military. So let's continue to pray for them. Not only them, our family, but the military as a whole, our nation. Okay. Because we know things about to go down. All right. It's so much I could say about that. When Trump declared a national emergency, he enacted 1 million militaries, 1 million military personnel signed into that national declaration. And, we've seen people deployed starting in Rochelle, New York to National Guard to help with the pandemic. And then it's just escalating to more with the use of our military. Our military should never be used to fight against us as U.S. citizens, but they have found every excuse, okay, to start using them to do so. All right. So much I could say about that. I'm sure you guys have heard some of the news regarding a lot of that here in the last couple months. And also with this thing with the military, it just started off with like them, there was an incident in North Carolina and some other incidents where they're pointing lasers at military planes that are landing. Okay, kind of started with that. So much more to this, and I believe we just need to be in prayer for our military as a whole, and not just because of the planes, but the orders they are probably receiving, okay, from our government, all right, to be in opposition to us. And Ken is a military person, so he can say a few things about a few things. Okay, I'll look for his video and I'll leave it below. And if I have time, I'll link all these original visions down. But these were open visions, okay? And I knew from the beginning it was ongoing. And then somewhere down the line, the Lord gave me another one. So it continues to be ongoing, okay? It was kind of like a reminder, all right? My mom works at Boeing now. Never would have thought that she would be working at Boeing, but she does. And there's some things coming down the pike there too. All right, some layoffs and so on and so forth. So the original vision was basically that we won't have. There'll always be issues with those planes, those passenger planes, and then going in here recently. You've seen, 80% of flights, 80% of planes stay on the ground when those restrictions were supposed to be lifted sometime around, initially they were shooting for like April or something, okay, to have all planes back up and regulations and this, that, and the third. But then with the pandemic, they stayed grounded, all right? I've thought about that and I've never made a video on it, but yeah, the pandemic played right into the continuing grounding of these passenger planes, not just for safety reasons, but, well, yeah, I guess you can say another form of safety reasons, according to them. All right, you guys, people are scared, and so on and so forth. All right, you guys, I'll talk with you later. There are some other videos, some other visions and dreams I've seen come to pass here, and I would ideally like to look for them and put them out. All right, you guys, talk with you later. Pray for our military. Pray for our country as a whole. We know what's coming. We know what's coming. We pray God's protection. All right, you guys, especially over the personnel and the innocent. All right.